enjoy your racing, and we'll see who gets the first victory of the day. So good luck all. We are now live at Lime Rock GP, and the cars are just finishing their practice laps, and we're just about to go into open qualifying. As you can see, car number 2 is Michael Onison, and he's cutting a few laps. This will be a 20-minute race. They have 25 minutes of open qualifying, and we'll see who gets the top spot. I must say there are some beautiful looking liveries out there. There's the Clutch Kickers racing car, number 77. A beautiful Holden. We're watching Philip Marsh now. And it's just cut through to Jason Thomas. As you can see by the lap times, 51.696 by Mark Houghton, 52.871 by Aaron Thompson, Adam Ariel 59.497, and we've just cut into the qualifying. So they've got 25 minutes of open qualifying, so all the cars can go on the track, and we'll see what sort of lap times they can do. So we're watching Aaron Thompson at the moment on his warm-up lap. We'll see what sort of a lap time he can produce. Rides it hard over the curbs. He's really trying to get some heat into those tyres. Very short track. 20 minutes, we can expect at least 20, 21 laps out of the fast guys. So it's going to be quite a fast-paced race. We'll see how he goes now. He's into turn 1 and 2 very nicely. Gets the power down well. Tricky little turn 3 to set up for turn 4. Oh, bit sideways, and that's his lap done. I'm sure he can pick up on the next lap. Cut over to Jason Thomas. And he's on his first flyer. Oh, front right wheel was well in the air then. He's really trying hard. Oh, we have another car off, number 44. Oh, bit of a slide on turn 4. Oh, that's going to cost him a bit of time, but he's still powered through. Oh, pushes it real wide on the last turn, but gets the power down well. And he's done a 54.693. Not a bad time. Alright, we're on board with Michael Onison, DRT member. Hasn't got his livery yet, but so he's running the Monster Energy livery. Oh, bit sideways. We'll see what sort of a lap time he can produce. Oh, he's a bit wide, and that lap will be discounted. We're with Adam Ariel from Ariel Auto Art. A beautiful looking car. Love that pearl livery. Also, Dolby Racing Team's painter. Oh, gets the right side nicely in the air over that ripple strip. The time does go down quickly here at Lime Rock. And before you know it, they'll be in the race. Or he might have got held up a little bit, but we'll see what sort of time he can pull. Oh, 53.771. That's a good time from Adam. I'm sure he can improve on that though, once they get those tyres nice and warm and get into the groove. So Aaron Thompson, he's already done a 52.99911, excuse me. Let's see if he can improve on that lap time. Another one of the clutch kicker cars has just come out of the pits. And now we're on board with Philip Marsh in that gorgeous livery. Beautiful metallic look. I'd say it's lucky we're not running under lights, because that would certainly blind some of the other drivers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a mixture of rookie drivers in here and drivers with some limited experience, plus a few veterans. So it's all a learning curve for some of these drivers, but great experience to get on the track and mix it up with the bit more experienced drivers. Philip Marsh is running for Scorpion Esports. Oh, he's missed his braking marker and he's pulled it up. So Matthew Belton, he's on his warm-up lap in the Red Bull car number 15. Another newcomer. And I must say, these cars, being 600 horsepower, even though they are a legacy vehicle, they're still quite a handful. It's all about brake control, throttle control, and getting that right apex. So another 13 minutes of qualifying to go before we head into the race. And it's going to be a cracker. Well, missed his braking marker and slides it into the first chicane. So let's have a look at some of the lap times the drivers have posted. So Mark Horton, 51.872. Aaron Thompson, a 52.911. Adam Ariel has posted a 53.179. Michael Onison, 53.771. James Thomas, a 54.271. And Mick Rush has posted a 56.036. I do apologise to the viewers and all the drivers that we were a bit late today. The good old Queensland traffic was the culprit. But anyway, we are live. We're at Lime Rock GP track in the US of A. And we've got these beautiful legacy cars going around the track. So number 77's coming out of the pits and is going to give a good crack on a qualifying. See if he can beat his 52.911. If you drivers having a bit of trouble getting that 600 plus horsepower down to the ground, but come race time, I think everyone will be focusing on making it through to the end. We don't have fast repairs, ladies and gentlemen, so the drivers will be taking it a lot easier and making sure that they actually finish the race. I must also point out that Aerial Auto Art has put forward a $25 gift voucher to the driver of the series who has the least amount of incidents to go towards a custom-made livery from Aerial Auto Art. So thank you very much, Aerial Auto Art, for that, and thank you very much for supporting the series. One of the trickier parts of the circuit is getting through that chicane and maintaining a good speed. You can certainly lose it very easy if you start riding those ripple strips too hard. Unsettles the car and you can't get that power down. And just one of the great features of this very small but very technical track. There's Jared Farrell sitting in the pits from Whitey's Pies Racing. He's posted a very fast lap. He's done a 51.492. I think he's done enough for pole position. Well, looks like he thinks he has. So we'll see if any drivers can knock him off the top spot. Oh, bit of an incident in the chicane. Looks like everybody's everywhere. It's good to see the drivers really respecting each other, and they do respect that there is a variety of skill levels on the track. I know that Michael, part of the DRT team, he's only driven a V8 supercar now for a week and a half, and he's already done a Bathurst 1000. So that's certainly a big well done. A few cars just sitting in the pits, and let's check the time board. So Philip Marsh, he's posted 57.102. Another newcomer to the scene. Mick Rush has just posted his fast lap, 56.036. So he's doing well too. Just to keep these cars on the track with such amount of horsepower, such heavy weight, and those small tyres on there is an achievement in itself. So well done to all. Oh, Matthews had a spin at the chicane. So a lot of the cars are sitting in the pits at the moment because they certainly think that they've done enough, waiting for the checkered flag to drop. And we'll see how this whole race pans out. Like I said, 20-minute race, so it's not laps, it's minutes. So it's a timed race. So however many laps the leader can do, that's how many laps the field has to follow. So we are expecting about 21 laps approximately. So it will be a very good race. And please bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. It's my first commentating gig for any sort of series. So we're all on a learning curve, including the drivers, including myself. And we're just here to have fun and enjoy this race and some of the beautiful battles intense battles that we're going to see coming up. So let's go on board with Aaron Thompson for a lap of this beautiful circuit. Oh, he's just hit the grass and he's spun it. I'm sure he'll get in the car and give it another crack. So we've jumped on board. So we're on board with Philip Marsh now. Taking it gingerly through the chicane. Still learning the track. It certainly is a tricky track. And it's the only way that these drivers, or rookie drivers, can start to get a feel for these cars, is to jump into an amateur series like this and give it a red hot go. So we are coming up with 1 minute to go before the start of the race. So we're in the final minutes. And then the action will begin. So that concludes qualifying. And we've got Jared Farrell with a 51.492 on pole position. Mark Horton with a 51.872 will line up beside him. Aaron Thompson with a 52.514 on the second row. Next to him is Adam Ariel with a 53.179. Michael Onison with a 53.629 in fifth position. A 53.781 for Jason Thomas. He'll be starting in position 6. Matthew Belton will be starting position 7 with a 54.474. Mick Rush with a 56.036 will be starting from position 8. Philip Marsh with a 57.102 will be starting position 9. And Graham Dooley will be starting from position 10. All right, we got the countdown on the grid, 54 seconds and counting. The cars are lining up. We've picked up the leader. Adam's just come onto the grid now. I think we are waiting for one more car. And then the revs will rise and we'll be off. Okay, revs are going to start to rise. They'll get the green light soon. And they're off. Oh, a lot of wheel spin from the leader. Looks like the whole field are going to get through without incident, turn 1 and 2. And as they settle into a groove. Mark Horton has taken off from the pack. He got a fantastic start. And it looks like he's got at least a 2-second lead over his nearest competitor. And that's lap 1 done. Standing start, 57.458. But the race isn't won in the first lap. You've got to settle down, get into the groove, and make sure you see that checkered flag in P1. So Jared Farrowell is chasing down the leader in the Whitey's Pies Racing entry. Looks like everybody's been pretty clean. Mikey Onison is getting hassled by number 13, which is Jason Thomas. Oh, a bit of a brake lock up by Jason. He's pulled it back in, got his line, and he's still hounding Michael. Looks like that gap is still maintained between the two leaders. Oh, it looks like Michael's had an off, and it is that quick on this track to be overtaken. So Jason Thomas puts it through. Oh, he's a bit wide. Oh, he's put Michael off. They are skating around the track a bit. And Adam Ariel is in a solid third place now. Oh, Mick Rush has lost it going into the hairpin. I'd say that was a big brake lock up in the rears. And he's just flipped it round, but he's got it going again. And he's carrying on with the race. Philip Marsh just keeping it on the track, keeping it straight and still circulating. And we'll head back to the leaders. Well, Jared's going to start to put on the pressure. And Mark will start to certainly feel it. I think this battle is going to start to heat up very soon. They are coming up to some lap cars. So this will certainly make it interesting for the two leaders. Oh, bit of a twitch there with Jared. Kept it straight though, gets the power down nicely and takes off after Mark. But he has lost a little bit of time. I must remind everybody, this is the amateur series. So limited experienced drivers. And they're all giving it a red hot go. Very courteous from Matthew to move over and let the 2 leaders through. And it's all about gaining experience on this track, gaining experience in the car, developing the skills, learning off the quicker drivers and getting quicker. Well done to Philip Marsh for letting the leaders through, but that has certainly brought Jared in for a passing manoeuvre down turn 1. Bit of a brake lock up and he makes it step. There's a slight touch. But all in all, it's been clean racing. And Mark will look for an opportunity to try and get back on Jared, I'm sure. Still a long race to go. We're only 8 minutes and 50 seconds in. So we've got another 22 minutes to go. Jared's going to try and push that Falcon as hard as he can to try and get some sort of a gap on Mark. And he's just posted a 52.806, excuse me, in the Whitey's Pies Racing Ford Falcon FG. Followed closely by Mark. And his last lap was a 53.664 in that beautiful Commodore. We'll let these guys tussle it out, and we'll certainly go through the field now and see how the other drivers are going. So Jason Thomas, position 4, and his last lap, 54.470. Very respectable for this track. Riding all the curbs, trying to get every millisecond out of this track. Got a few cars in the pits, and they'll be in for a few repairs. But Jared Farrell, followed by Mark Horton, then Aaron Thompson, Thompson, Jason Thomas, Adam Ariel, Michael Onison, Mick Rush, Philip Marsh, Michael Belton, and Graham Dooley. What we'll do, we'll jump on the car with the lead driver. And we'll see what it's like from the cockpit view. Here we go. We'll sit back and relax and enjoy the show. You can certainly hear those tyres protesting as he's putting it on the limit. Just concentrating on keeping the car straight, hitting those apexes, and getting that 600 plus horsepower down to the ground. View from the cockpit from Mark's car. Position 2, car number 44. Trying to chase down Jared in that Falcon. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it is a very technical track, not a lot of passing opportunities. Turn 1 is the main passing opportunity. And if you have the guts, you can try a passing opportunity into that chicane. But everywhere else, it's, you must keep your line to get the maximum speed, because certainly a switchback maneuver can get your position back. Here's the third place driver, Aaron Thompson. Looks like he's got a wee bit of damage on that right rear quarter. Doesn't seem to have affected the car any. And he's behind Adam Ariel in that Ariel Auto Art car. Beautiful looking car. So, looks like Aaron has dropped a few positions. He's had a moment. And he is chasing Adam Ariel for position. And Adam Marsh went straight, missed his braking marker. And Adam is certainly putting the pedal to the metal to try and keep the number 77 driver behind him. So 15 minutes down, 10 minutes to go. And it's all on in turn 1. Adam gives him plenty of room. Michael travelling in a solid 6th position. Last lap was a 54.687. And certainly starting to get to grips with this 600 horsepower beast. Aaron's just pulled away a little bit. Just got a little bit of a buffer from Adam. And I'm sure he's going to try and maintain that in position 4. Jason running a solid race here in 3rd position. And that beautiful looking Commodore. Pagnani Racing Simulations. I'm sure all of us know all about that. Getting our sim gear. And he's keeping it nice and tidy, nice and clean. But let's go and check out what's happening up the front. So Jared's still maintaining his lead. He's done a 53.135. They are running a lot more fuel than they were in qualifying, so the lap times will start to come tumbling down. I must say, looking at that beautiful car, it starts to make me hungry. Whitey's Pies. I'll have to go try one. Little error there from Adam, and that will give, sorry, a little error there from Aaron, and that will give Adam a little bit of time back. But it looks like there's at least a 10 car length gap, And he's looking quite solid in 4th position. Mark Orton chasing hard. It's about the same distance between 1st and 2nd. A slower car, moves to the side, does well. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is all about experience for those drivers who are rookies or have just very limited experience within the sim racing world here on iRacing. We've got 2 clutch kicker cars here in the field, and I must say the livery looks absolutely superb. And I must remind everybody that Ariel Auto Art is giving away a $25 voucher for the driver who maintains the least amount of incidents throughout the series. It's a 10-round series, and we finish up at the mighty Bathurst track. Matthew Belton has called it a day. Obviously, the damage was too great on his car. And we're on board with Michael Onison. And he's just behind Adam Ariel. And looks like he's making some progress, and this will be the battle to watch. Adam Ariel doing well in that absolutely gorgeous Ariel Auto Art car. That pearl paint job is just magnificent. So let's go through the field and see how they're all doing. And Jason Thomas is being chased down by Adam, so this could be a 3-way battle. And then you've got 3rd position of Aaron just ahead. So Philip Marsh has gone off, just letting all the faster cars go through before he rejoins the track. Very sensible driving. And that's most appreciated by all the other drivers. And here's our leader going through the kink into the chicane. 52.775, quickest lap. And barring a mistake, it looks like Jared will be the first victor in the DRT V8 Supercars Amateur Series. Being chased hard by Mark though in the 44 car. Clutch kickers racing. Oh, somebody's gone off. Oh, and it's car 444 again. Still getting to grips with this V8 Supercar. It's certainly not an easy car to drive. And I certainly do take my hat off to everybody who keeps it on the track. Oh, Adam's closing in on number 13. And Michael looks like he's dropped off a little bit. So through turn 1 and 2, it's getting close. Looks like there certainly will be some biff and barge real soon because they will be fighting for that position. Aaron Thompson is in no man's land in third position, driving a real solid race after a little off. Kept it nice and straight now and is certainly consolidated. Philip Marsh in 7th position, still circulating, learning this beast. Certainly do commend him for giving this series a crack. And I'm sure he'll gain a wealth of experience from this. So Adam has gotten past Jason, and the leaders are approaching Jason now, as we're coming up to the last minute of the race. So, ladies and gentlemen, when they cross the line and there's still some time to go, they do have to do another lap. So let's go on board for the final lap from Jared. It's really working that wheel through the chicane, trying to get the best drive out there. And there it is, Jared Farrell, victor for the first amateur series, followed by Mark Horton. Very well done for second place. Mick Onison, he's crossed the line in 5th place. Philip Marsh has crossed the line 7th. And here's Aaron Thompson. Really consolidated and come home in a strong 3rd position. Well done to him. 4th place, Adam Ariel from Ariel Auto Art. Well done to all the drivers. So we have Jared Farrell in 1st position, Mark Horton 2nd position, Aaron Thompson 3rd position, Adam Ariel in 4th position, Mike Onison 5th position, Jason Thomas in 6th position, Philip Marsh 7th position, Mick Rush 8th position, Matthew Belton 9th position, and Graham Dooley 10th. Well done to everybody. That is a great win from Jared Farrell in the Whitey's Pies Racing. And that's the first winner of the season, first winner of the series in these Legacy V8 Supercars.
No, it was a good race, mate. It was Jeez, mate, yeah, good race. Hard to pass around here, so good on you, bud. Yeah, good race, everybody. Yeah. Just playing.
Yeah, well done to all. That was nice, clean racing.
No, that's good fun. Thanks, guys. Don't tell me. I think I screwed you with the fuel there. We needed an extra few litres in, I think.